Hello, writers. I'm Lee Jessup, career coach for emerging and professional screenwriters, as well as business of screenwriting professor with the David Lynch grad program for cinematic studies. This past weekend, I had the privilege of conducting an office hours talk with Corey Mandel. Corey Mandel is an esteemed screenwriting instructor. If you don't know his workshops, definitely look them up. Not the point. One of the questions that came up in this format, in which we invited questions from the audience for the majority of the talk, was, should I, as a new emerging writer, should I look to write wholly original material, or should I look to adapt something when I bring it to the table, in order to try and get discovered by an agent, by a manager first, or a producer, to get some traction in the professional space. This is something that does come up quite often, and I hear about from emerging writers everywhere as I come in contact. So I wanted to record a video and speak to this because I think it's really important to note that, first and foremost, if you don't own the underlying material to anything or to a specific thing, do not adapt it. If you do not own the material, do not adapt the material, do not use it as source material unless it's in the public domain. And if it's in the public domain, then you want to make sure that you have a really interesting, different, unique take, because we've seen different takes on Snow White and Little Red Riding Hood and whatnot. So if you choose to take something that is familiar and is from the public domain, you want to make sure that your adaptation of the material really stands out. That said, in general, when managers look for new writers to work with, when they consider new writers for representation, they're looking for writers whose material is wholly original, that is not an adaptation of any source material that is unknown to them. The exception to the rule may be those, Little Red Riding Hood fairy tales, or Cinderella, or any one of those as a new retelling, because the source material is so well known. And you can certainly see where that can extend. But in general, as a general rule, most reps are going to seek out clients that have original material, because most adapted material, they will not know the source material to, and they don't want to have to ask the question, what in this material is original to the writer, and what in this material comes from the source material that the writer that I'm reading is only embellishing on or bringing to the screen. Most reps will not read material with the commitment to then go ahead and read the source material as well and figure out which belongs to the writer whose name is on the script versus which came from the original source material. Because of that, if you're looking for representation, if you're looking for traction in the space, if you're looking to get out for, general meetings on the merit of your work, in the hopes that it opens doors for writing assignments and such, and this can be true for pilots as well, I encourage you to stick to original material rather than source material, and that is that then adapted. In addition to that, you will see that there are many competitions and fellowships that do not accept any sort of adaptation, because again, they want to know the writer's original voice, storytelling sensibility, character prowess, all of that. So as you are developing yourself for the professional space in the hopes of winning a competition, getting into a fellowship, landing representation, and then having that representation get you out, unless you are adapting material that is in the public domain that is very well known, I do encourage you to stick to original material, original content as you develop your screenplays and your pilots. All right, you guys, I hope you found this helpful. Of course, as always, subscribe if you did, and more will be coming soon. Bye.